You've seen her, right? I mean, if you've been on YouTube for more than 5 minutes, you've probably stumbled across her. That girl with the headphones, just endlessly writing in her notebook, cat on the windowsill, just vibing. She's kind of become the internet's official study buddy. But what you might not know is that her backstory is filled with, and I'm not kidding, more drama than a season finale of your favorite TV show. I mean, think about it. For almost a decade, this girl was the most dedicated student on Earth, nonstop. And then one day, poof, she was just gone. It's a pretty wild story, actually. We're going to get into how a massive legal headache accidentally created one of the most recognizable icons on the entire internet. So, just to give you a sense of scale here, every single month, her streams pull in over 50 million views. Yeah, 50 million. That's more than the entire population of Spain. So you gotta ask, right? Why are so many people, millions of them, so deeply emotionally invested in watching a cartoon do her homework? All right, to really get why everyone's so obsessed, we've got to go back to the beginning. It all kicked off with a really simple idea, a super chill vibe, and, well, a huge problem that was hiding in plain sight. So, picture this. It's 2017. There's this French music producer, Dimitri, and he's got a YouTube channel called Chilled Cow. His idea was simple but pretty brilliant. Create a 24/7 live stream of relaxing lo-fi hip-hop beats. You know, the perfect background music for studying or working or just chilling out. Okay, so he's got the music, but you can't just have a blank screen, right? He needed a visual, something that was calming and not too distracting. And he found the absolute perfect thing, a looping GIF of this character, Shizuku, from a classic Studio Ghibli movie called Whisper of the Heart. It was just perfect, super cozy, really focused, and people loved it. The vibe was just spot on. But, and this is a big but, that perfect vibe, it was built on borrowed art. And well, it wasn't long before the original owners came knocking on his door, ready to shut the whole thing down. So here's the dilemma, right? On the one hand, this Ghibli GIF was absolutely perfect. It set the entire mood. But on the other hand, it was a complete copyright violation. A total ticking time bomb. The channel was getting more and more popular, but it was all living on borrowed time. And then, yep, you guessed it. Summer of 2017, that time bomb went off. Studio Ghibli hit them with a copyright strike, and YouTube just pulled the plug. Instantly. The endless study session was officially over. The music stopped, the screen went black, and for a whole lot of people around the world, that silence was just deafening. Okay, but here's where the story gets really good. What looked like a total disaster was actually the beginning of something way, way bigger. Literally, out of the ashes of this copyright problem, a brand new, totally original icon was about to be born. So Dimitri's staring at a dark screen. He knows he can't use copyrighted stuff again. So what does he do? He puts out a call to artists everywhere, basically saying, hey, can someone create a new, original character with that same cozy, studious vibe? And this amazing artist from Colombia, Juan Pablo Machado, saw the post and was like, yeah, I can do that. And what Machado came up with was frankly genius. He didn't just draw some random replacement. No, he built an entire world. You've got the green sweater, the big comfy headphones, the cat sleeping on the windowsill, the plants. Every little detail was put there to create this feeling of calm and companionship. This wasn't just a looping GIF anymore. This was a character with a real personality. All right, so let's do a quick recap of the timeline here. It starts in 2017 with the Ghibli character. Bam! Summer 2017, copyright strike, stream goes dark. Then in 2018, our new hero makes her debut, and she got so popular so fast that by 2021, Dimitri literally renamed the entire channel from Chilled Cow to Lofi Girl. The replacement had officially taken over the show. And here's the thing. It wasn't just about the music anymore. Not even close. The character herself became the real star. She was the reason people were showing up, and she ended up creating this whole community, a cultural movement that went way beyond just a simple playlist. And the proof? Well, it's right there in the numbers. The channel just exploded. It flew past 10 million subscribers. See, people weren't just tuning in for the lo-fi beats anymore. They were coming for her. They genuinely felt this connection to their silent, always studying friend. But just when Lofi Girl was at the absolute height of her fame, disaster struck. Again. This time, it's July 2022, and another copyright claim hits the channel. Except this one was completely fake, totally bogus. But YouTube's automated system didn't care. It just took her offline. Again. No warning. And this time, the reaction from the internet was massive. I mean, Twitter absolutely exploded. The hashtag bring back Lofi Girl was trending worldwide. Even major news outlets were covering it. For 48 hours, she was gone, and her absence created this huge hole online, which just proved how important she'd become to so many people. Of course, after a giant public outcry, YouTube finally admitted they messed up and brought the stream back. So, with the stream back and safe, things kind of went back to normal for a bit. The community had shown just how loyal they were. And the creators? They decided it was time to reward that loyalty with another huge twist, something nobody saw coming. They were about to give this girl who was stuck studying forever a storyline. That's right. After 8 solid years of being frozen in that one moment, studying nonstop, the creators actually gave her character development. They released this special animation showing Lofi Girl finally finishing her homework, closing her books, and graduating. The internet's hardest working student had finally done it. And the reaction was just unbelievably emotional. I mean, people were posting that they were crying, actual tears, because this animated character they'd spent thousands of hours studying with had finally succeeded. It was like their friend had made it. They were posting these heartfelt messages celebrating her. It was the moment everyone realized this cartoon character had become completely and totally real to millions of people. Which, brings us right back to that big question we started with. Why? Why do so many of us care so deeply about a cartoon girl just sitting at her desk? The answer, it turns out, is actually pretty deep. See, she's so much more than just a looping animation. In that live chat, she's the anchor for a global community, like a giant silent study hall. For so many of us, she's a symbol, a visual reminder to just stay calm and focus in a world that's designed to distract you. You could even call her a digital wellness tool, a source of genuine comfort. She really did become the internet's imaginary friend. I mean, her cultural impact is just huge. You can't deny it. She took lo-fi music, which was pretty niche, and shot it straight into the mainstream. She helped build one of the most positive and supportive communities you'll find anywhere on YouTube. And maybe the most important part, she accidentally became this icon for mental health and self-care in our super chaotic digital world. It's pretty incredible when you think about it, right? What started out as just a quick fix for a legal problem, a copyright strike that should have killed the channel, instead, it sparked a creative solution that became a global movement. It's like the ultimate story of turning a total disaster into a massive opportunity. Because at the end of the day, that's what she represents, isn't it? A quiet little corner of focus in a really loud and messy world. She's a source of calm we can all count on, which kind of makes you wonder, in this world that never, ever stops, what's your lo-fi girl?